Now come back. Oh. So this video for here will be very different video from the ones where we don't dey tackle all along. This video now for people who want to learn about design and people who say they want know how they fit even find their road for this tech industry. So if you get small idea for design, or if you even you would like just know whether you fit do design and coding self at the same time, then this is not the best video for you. I would like thank everybody wey don dey follow me, everybody wey don dey subscribe, everybody. You guys are the best. But make una no forget, we get group for una to take join our community for Telegram. We go dey post different things. We go dey give una updates. We go dey even dey share jobs with una. So make una become a part of this community, because as we start to dey build am, now una go dey grow with us as we dey grow also. So wetin we go do for this video be say we go need to just create an account for this site here. Figma.com na tool or the software wey we go dey use. You fit download am for your laptop. You fit even just dey use am for your browser, as we go dey use am for here. But if you dey use Windows, if you dey use Mac, or you dey use Linux, you fit use am anywhere for there. You understand? So Figma na one of the most popular apps wey everybody dey use for this hour also. So to start to dey use Figma, we go just click this get started. So I go just log in. Correct. I don log in. So this na just some of my projects wey I don work with already. Na wetin una dey see for here. And this na just survey. So na here wey all the work wey we go dey do for Figma go dey stay. Na here my profile go dey, and na here your profile too go dey. Okay. Now, if you come here, you go see say I get this recent. This recent na all the projects wey I don get for before. Na them dey dey. All this one, some of them self, you go see some follow come projects wey dey there. But you get what we dey call the community. If you come the Figma community, if you find anything where they find, if you get inspiration for projects for here, if you do Figma Jam, if you do many other things, you're gonna get them for here. But what I like am be say, if I define resources, or I define idea, or I define something wey be say quick, I need them and I feel use them quick. Now that time way I feel just come this Figma community. So for example, I feel just come here to this Figma community, and I feel just say I defined, make I say email signature. You fit see say it dey give me anything wey I want based on email signature. I type for here. So another way where we fit do be say I fit just say okay, web3. And if I do web3 for here, so you go see say it give me everything about web3 for here. So if I say I want this minimal web3 for here, if I click on, it's supposed to give me this web3 components right here. So this now just the way some of the little things, or rather the big things we say Figma they do for us. So we could go into back into here, and we could go back into our profile or into our dashboard. We could enter, we could create a new project. So I could click this new design for here, and this go launch Figma for me. It go open up for a new canvas or our design. So now when we don't dey inside here, make we give this project a name. I want to create like a digital loan company, so I could just call this one hero section design. Okay, so I could just put on like this, say we want this hero section design. So here now all the options where you get. All right, and for here, if you create new design, new Figma jam, if you save, copy, all these things, if you do for the file side, if you edit your design for the edit side, and also if you do a view for here, if you change the view of what you want, if you zoom in, zoom out, if you set the ruler, if you set all sorts of things where you want set for your view and object, also they help us to manipulate what we they draw, and of course text. This they help us they manipulate the text, and arrange they help us they arrange where we want to make the element or object, whether they move or where we don't want make them move. And of course vector, now when we want to do all those things with vector graphics, that time we want to use all these kind of things for here. And of course you get this the plugin, we get also the widget, and we get the preferences where we say if you use them, they add whatever preference you prefer for your Figma application. Also, you get libraries. I'm not going to go into that one now, but already you fit download the app if you want, and if you need help and all those kind of things, you fit always join the Figma community. And if you join the Figma community or find them on some sort of channel, at that time you will fit. If you find videos for on YouTube, more videos from the Figma team, people where they recommend. If you want to find videos for here, so like this. So make I just quickly explain wetin our eyes see for here. So here now the move, you move, you use V to move or K for the scale, where you want scale something big or small. But here now to move the V, and here now for the frame. So if you choose any frame, you see say once we go the frame, if you choose any of the frames where you want for here, and you could get those frames for iPhones, you get frames for tablets, you get any frame for desktop, you get any frame for presentation, for watch, that now for TVs and all those kind of things. You get different frame for paper, you even get the one set for Figma community or for social media. So if you want just quickly design something for social media now, for your Twitter post, if you just come here, click and bam, and it could just help you create the canvas or add the canvas for where if they draw your advert for this for here. So I say advert, your Twitter post or waiting one post for here. Okay, so that's some good stuff if you do with that. And also if you draw the square and if you choose other options from here, oh, I not even touch these options here. Yeah, if you do the slice, all right. Let's say if you they use the slice tool to the slice things anyhow where you want. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the slice tool yet because we know really to go use them. But what thing I would do is say I could leave the frame on and I could just continue to explain. So here we get the lines where you say if you draw lines on anywhere you want for your lines, if you draw your lines, if you even make the lines bigger, if you make them smaller, all those kind of things, if you do that for here. If you want to draw arrows, circles, square, pentagon, stars, all those things, you draw them for here. And Figma go down for you quick and easy for there for so. So what else again we get? We get the pen tool, right? So make I change this back to square and we get the pen tool. So the pen tool now, of course, now waiting it be now tool we say we're going to use to the create shapes and if now they come from Adobe or all those kind of products like Photoshop, now if you understand within the pen tool they do. All right. So make we say we want to do some kind of other drawing, and the pen tool will help us decide within we drew within we want to draw, and it will help us, create that shape for us. You also get the pencil tool, which it did different from the pen tool because now waiting it be they draw, right? You just they draw any line until your finger come off from that line. Now you go do. So make I switch this back to pen. And of course you get the text. So if you add text for here, make I just remove all this. So okay. So as you can see, waiting with the draw for here, all these things for here. So this is not layers. Make I just quickly show you. This is not layers, right? And each layer, if you lock them, with the padlock, if you also hide them. So you see say I can hide as many layers as I want. If I hide them, you go see say it will disappear. Okay. So if I come like this background now and I want hide them, I will just hide them. It means say you're not going to show for the design again, but it did there. You understand? So you will see me they do that a lot of times sometimes. So make we say we want delete this one, and then make I just draw a new rectangle, for example, and then make I just write the text. So text, make I say hello Figma. So what we want to do for this text? We say one way where we say we go feed the city text, for example. So to understand how text they work, you go need to come this side. Once you don't type in the text, sometimes it will be white or it will be black. So now here you go feed the change the text where you want. So for here, if you want to change the text, you can just come here to this text side and then you go feed change the text. So when I want to say I want to change the text color, so I will come to the field. All right. And when you come to the field, you can just click on you feel they move things around. So I feel just say, okay, I want a red text and then make we increase the size. You see say now the size for this. So if you just increase the size, make it 50. And you see say now we get this size for here of hello Figma, this text rather. And if you change the way you want make the text be, so if you say, okay, you want make hello, make it big and make Figma, you want make hello, big and make Figma small. So if you say, okay, make hello, make it a black or make it a bold, and then you could just say make Figma, make it a thin. Of course, this option just there because we they use this text, this font family, which now this inter font family. Okay. And if you change them to any of the font families where you want, so all these font families then they here, and I believe say any font family from Google, it they always they here too. Okay. So what else again we need? Make I just choose anyone now. But what if I say I want to make the text make it big now? So make I say hello Figma. Make I just say I am learning Figma. So this whole Figma thing where we dey write for here, if you look at where we're, you go see say the text, they come out from this box for here. That's because we don't set the height of them. So whenever you did the text like this and you want to edit the text, you're supposed to make your changes. So let's say I want to change the text of this I go first highlight the text I want to change, and then I go figure on change the color of that text where they change for here. So if I want to change the font family, even self of this one, or make them bigger, make them smaller, so you just increase the size again to say Figma. But all these things then take one text. Okay. So if you check out here for inside the layer section for here, you can see you get this text of I am learning Figma. Whereas for here, it is show for different lines. So these are things where you're gonna need to look out for whenever you do work with Figma. So if you dey work with all this kind of text, sometimes you go wan make the text dey for this side, make it dey the left. Sometimes you go wan make the text make it dey the right, or sometimes you go wan make it dey the center, like so. Okay. Also, if you set whether you want to make it dey up, make it dey down, make it dey center, make it dey come from how do you want make the text start from. Whenever you dey write something, make it start from the top, make it start from from bottom or from the center. So sometimes we're going to use center, sometimes we're going to use top or bottom. Also, if you set the width of the text, if you set the paragraph with spacing, if you set the height space, line height, if you set the letter spacing, of course, we don't work with all these other ones also. Another thing, if you do, if you even change the way you want me to layer the show. So all these things now we fit do with Figma. So make we look wetin we fit even design. I make we try and make something with Figma because that's not the reason for all this tutorial we dey work with. And before we even go sef, I get wetin I wan show now, which na the prototype side. So if they see this prototype now, this now here where you fit they do like design, you fit they show how this screen go dey behave or how the app go dey behave whenever person click on them. Like say na real thing, but you go just use Figma to design and to connect them. This now another tutorial on your own. I go do now another video for this one much later. Okay. Now, if we look the inspection for here, you can see say we get all this custom CSS. Now, this custom CSS where we look for here now, wetin we fit carry am dey do? Well, when we dey share, we work with developers or our designers, they work with us. Now, all these places where we go dey come to dey find the HTML code or the CSS code rather, where we want to use. So a lot of times you go need to create something. And if you no know the size and you try am, the size no be the same thing where your designer do or your developer can't go do this different thing from waiting design or Figma talk. At that time, because they see different results where you no expect to see for your design. So, okay. So make we build something. Now when we don't see a bit how Figma they work, make we use Figma try and build something. And make we just delete all this. Okay, press delete. Or if you just right click and press delete for there. And we want to design a hero section. So what I'm gonna like make we do it, we say make we open a new tab. Make we Google for dribble. Okay. And dribble a place where we say people they drop their design. If you don't design something, you get many places like this. Maybe if you don't do design, if it's drop them for here. So make we just quickly see what we define. What we define now like hero section. So that's not what we define. So you could just come dribble, search for hero section for here. So this all this here now hero sections where we get for dribble. So any hero section where we need for inspiration, you go see say we fit find them for here, right? So anytime where you want get design inspiration, if you just come here, look this two, try find something where two of them they don't get in common, and then you could try use your own creative ideas to make that kind of design. That's how the design world they work. So always they learn from others, always they watch all these things, always spend your time to they understand why the designers they design this kind of thing and which kind of message or which kind of design, what thing they want tell you when you look the site, which kind of message they want give people whenever they look the site. Now those kind of things where we go try they figure out for here. So okay, so I just they see some nice ones. I like this one because it did dark. I like the color. Make we check out. But this now the design where we go like, just look as an idea. So if you say you get the logo, you get like the menu where they here, and for the you get this language button where they here. I don't know if you get this language button here, but the idea be say you get your image, right? And you kind of get these buttons here. So this kind of buttons here, we call them CTA or call to action. Okay, call to action. That just means say if you want make person click on at that time, this CTA go dey it's supposed they different. It's supposed catch people attention. Now, what you supposed to think as designer. Well, I'm not too much of a designer, but I know say it gets some kind of things where say if you look as a developer, you sabi am, it go help you. You know understand? So if you look here, you go see say we get like some kind of nice text here. I like the way the text there. I think we should use this kind font family set. Here you kind of get all these brands for the bottom where this person want design for us for here. So make we look another kind of design. Make we look Let me see. Yeah, I don't see some kind of designs like this lately, so make I open this one. And if you look here again, you go see the logo, you go see the menu for here, and then you get this login screen or login, of course, call to actions. Where you say you either sign up, you notice to say the sign up button, you see say it dey yellow, that means say it dey bold, that means say you go dey see am well well. And this one here, the sign in button, it dey less. That means say if you be member of this site, because you know be new member, because you know they already know say you will come here, you just want sign in because you know the site already, but you will not just know the site. When you come here, you like what you see, that time if you can click the sign up button, that's why they yellow. And now those little details where I just want drop for now. And of course I like the way they put all this design. This now also very nice thing to they have your designs they kind of like are on the page more than one design today. They scattered if I want to talk, but in a good way. Of course, if you see the CTA for here also, we say it carry people they go the contact page, all right? They carry people they go the contact page, and of course the text and you see say the way the text that they complement the way that they work together hand in hand like brother and sister. You know understand? And then if you look here, say for inside this yellow side here, you go see say the you first click here, maybe this could be like a take you go somewhere for the page, or maybe this could be like video, all those kind of things. Now if you do, and of course they just they add all this awards in. So this be like say it is show where for hero side. I don't know why, but it be like then you just get this kind of button where say if people did the page like this now and they want, they just see this scroll down now, they click on probably it's supposed to then go down like that. So okay. So now so now so dribble they work and now so if you use them, they get that inspiration when we define. So as I tell you now, say now dark now my eyes don't they day on top since so so yeah, make we see what if we get, make we try and learn from other people. So if we look here, we see say this one now even more bolder design. You get this scroll down also. So maybe not even part of their design. So make we scroll down self. Okay, yeah. So you get the scroll down, which probably if you click for the site, if you do it like that, then it will take us down, right? Now what if you do? And you get this like a chart. This could fit just be image or so on and so forth. But the idea is say you go make this thing. Of course, the menu and the menu, the logo, and social links. And this one fit just be also more items or more menu from these items here. So okay, so those are things we say we go just like keep for mind when we do design. Okay, so make we try go back our since we don't get inspiration. And of course, if you search for any other thing, make una don't go up. If you search for any other thing, we find for here. If you search hero image, hero banner, hero header, if you search for mobile phone, if you say, especially for mobile phone, if you just say mobile, if you click here for this discover, you go click mobile. If you click that one, it will give you results based on for mobile. So if you check there now, you could see mobile view, mobile as you can designs, but not just hero research. If you define the contact section, for example, let's say you want code contact section, you could just say contact section or contact, stuff like that. You go down like that. But when you down like this, you'll get anything we has to do with contact form, contact section. If you even make them, like I said, if you make them anything when you want. So make I say all this was the contact page or section. Make I say contact form. Okay, so we could just say want a contact form. And there you go. If you just click form, and if you see different designs of contact form, all right. If you see different designs for any contact form, where you could like code for yourself. So if you want to get inspiration, you want to know what you're going to do, you don't know which projects where you go design. Then if you just design, try and make any of these contact forms where you want. All right. So try use dribble to they learn different things. And when you see designs like this button, for example, try also design something like this. Try make sure say you stick to the code because now very good practice if you stick to the design and you the code. Now very good practice. If you just do them, the pile up, I promise you, you're not going to waste your time. It go pay off in future. You're not going to notice them until you need them. At that time, you go know what's in the happen for them. So make we close up and make we go back. What I'm gonna do? Is this NKV? You can see? Oh, like, all right, cool. So, shout out MKV. What we want to do here, we say we want go into, make it close here. And make it go back into our Figma, okay? Once everything done set for here, before I start any design, I go they like make it just big. So, make we say we want to make something for, make I call them desktop, okay? this desktop now the frame where we don't make. So as we don't get this desktop one frame, now the frame now here we all our hero items or images and all that they're going to stay. Okay, so now so we're going to make them section by section by section. So when I make this screen now, if you check them out, I feel rename this screen. You understand? So if you just call this instead of desktop one, I could just call them hero one. Okay, now once I call them hero one and I press save enter for here, it will help me save this layer as hero one. Okay, I feel hide them, I feel show them, I feel lock them, make I no feel move them, do anything inside them again. Now that time I feel lock them. Okay, now for this hero one, what if I want to do another type? Okay, because what we get here now, say we get this hero one. What if we want to get hero two? You could just press control. When you don't select the element or the layer where you want, you press control D, and that will help us duplicate that layer. So again, another thing we say Figma, they help us do. I don't know why I know they do them now. Make I try them. But it's supposed to help me write two instead of hero one. So I could just try hero two. And if we duplicate them, you see say maybe that's a bug. I don't know why they do that. So but the idea is say it will help me generate hero one, hero two, hero three. If you hold control and you roll your mouse down, if you go your mouse will down, you will see say you feel to zoom out. If you roll them in, you go zoom in. Okay. Also for your keyboard, if you just press control and plus to zoom in or minus, you could zoom out. Okay, so plus minus, then how you fit the zoom in and out for Figma. Okay, so for inside this hero one, what we want to be say, we want give them like some kind color, right? Now if I want create color, some people feel just create the color for inside here, some people feel done like that, but the way me I dey like they put my own color. Now say I dey like make color, make it day on its own. So how I'll take do this kind of color? Well, simple, we could just create a new shape. So for here, for this square here, if you come to shape side, you will create a shape with R or square with R. You will create an ellipse with O. If you create the line, I don't show now this one already, so we could create a rectangle with R. Okay, so we want that rectangle, and this rectangle I want to make it big, reach the whole page. All right. Now, whenever I want to make the thing big, reach here, it's okay for me. Make we change the design, the background color, and the background color where I define for here. Now, very make I see. What if we do kind of like a dark background color? Make I see if I can get something bluish. So for background color, make I just change this one to 2, 2, 3, 3, 6, 7. Okay. So if I do the oops, sorry. And once I do that 3, 3, 6, 7 for there, it's supposed to give me the color I define, which now this dark blue I define for here. So okay. Now what we go like do be say you get the kind nav bar where I don't dey see lately. And I go like make we even still build them, make we still code them. And then I want this round nav bar. I don't know if una don't they notice am. Some sites they get this round bar, they get this round navigation bar. So make we try go build our own or design our own, right? I dey like do something I never do before. So make we come here again, the rectangle, and then make we just draw, and we won't make this square, make it we just arrange and we make it carry the same left and the same right. So what you go do say you go press Alt for your keyboard and you go click the element, then you go press Alt for your keyboard. Now once I carry the mouse up, you see this red line with the here and this red line, and you see this number. This now the distance between the element and the container. Then are the margins where we get it. Now where they follow the HTML and CSS side. Now the margins with this the space outside the box. Okay. So this space now it day accurate, it day the same because now 106 for here. Oh, you know they're accurate too. So we get 106 for here and 108. Sorry. Make I come on my mouse and say we want 108. Yeah, there we go. So now it day accurate. Okay. Now you get what I want to show you for here. So if you come here now, you feel they use these elements for here for this design. You feel they use this align elements. So they align your elements. So they align any element where you want may day. Okay. So I feel just call this one nav bar background. Okay. BG rather. And if I do BG for there, make we call this one main BG. Okay. And so this is our main BG. So all these names we already give them for here. If you look you go notice say these names, they go they sound like class. Just a watch. You go to sound like classes, and you go to see how even you go to use them, still understand your code before you even start to decode them. So make we try make this nav bar. Make we see how we make them round. So you can come here into this border radius for here. Make we try increase the border radius of this nav bar. Okay. So you go just increase the number. So you're going to push am up. Okay, that's how you're going to increase the number of this nav bar. So we make them round. So which means I go like set them to like 100, and you just see we get this nice shape for here. All right. So now make I just increase them small, and now I want a line for the center. Okay, I want a line for the center for here. So make I just align them. And then we just change the background color. So now the size got on set. We could just change the background color for this one. And I want to use like a dark color for RAM. I want to make the color dey dark. Make it not be too dark, but make it dark small. So I could say make it be one. Make I just set hash 13 2551. So this dark color could give me that dark background by defined. Okay. Now make I add like a logo to RAM, right? Or make we see. So if I just reduce the size a bit, I think make I zoom in a bit. So if you just click on this, the icon of this thing here, if you just click this icon here, not be the text too. If you click the icon, it will open, it will zoom into this percentage, meaning say it will fit to your screen for you. Okay, so just keep that in mind anytime. And then make I just make a logo. So to make that logo, make we just make a quick logo. And this logo, if you just call make I just call uh Ololo. Okay, so I could just say all for caps for make we first use small letters. So I could just say O lo lo. Okay, but we want turn them into logo because remember saying our design with the work with, right? So if you just come here and now we don't select the text, make we change the font family. So make we just say we want use Lato, okay, or Lato, anything better to call on these days. And then make we say this Lato, we want make the text, make it day somehow, make it day different. When you say make it black first, I go like make it get we can make the font size 45 for now. Another thing I for like do be say I for like the font case for here. All right. So now we don't set that like this. Make a zoom in. So we get this Ololo text for here, which is just the name of our fictional company. Okay. And make I know, make I see. Oh, okay. So now what thing I want to do is say I want to wrap this one. So if you notice, say the thing just jump come from this box. So the reason is say they wrap together. What I go like to say I want to wrap them. I want to make this text make it no ever come up from this bar where they here, this navigation bar. I'll make two of them be brothers. I'll make them be the same place. You know, understand? So what I'm going to be say, I go select both of them, both text, and then I go press Control G for there. Now that Control G go give me access to connect both of them together. Make I see, make we go into Eclipse for here, and then make we zoom in, and then make we open here. I go like just set these holes like this, right? So make us see whether we fit do something like this. So this Ololo, within I go say now, make I make a new group, make we just call this one logo. And then for inside this logo, make I drop this eclipse inside. Say 1F9270. All right. So what I want to be say, I want just change only this color for only this O for this our Ololo. Make it just be only this color. Now what I go like do. So make I just come here. Then you see this for this color side for the field. If you come here, you'll go to this color picker. This is now what they call this thing color picker. So if you go to color picker, if you pick that color for there, and it will give you the same color. Or if you just come here, also click this color, we could give us this green color we will get for here. Okay. So then one way if we add that color. So what's again we want to do? Well, make we just say we want just kind of scroll in small and make we say one come out the logo, make we preview them. All right, it makes sense for you small. Then make we add some text for the navbar. So as you know, say this one could be the logo, so make we just leave them for there. And then make we see whether we want just move them around. All right, so it will work like that. Now make we add some things for the navigation for here, like say buttons, we say or links, where we want click. All right, so make we come by the way, for inside this group one, make we change the name from group one. We want to change the name to make we say navigation. So we will just say navigation. Once that's done, make we add the text or the links where we want, which we could just use this text. If you press T for your keyboard, and that will still give you the text. Okay, so make we just write the first text, enterprise. Right? What we want to say, we just want to come the font size for here, change the font size to 16 pixels, and still we go leave them as bold. So make we come here for bold. If you notice, you can see say for here, this box where they hold this text, it big well well. That means say if you want to add some kind of things, you go to come out, you know, go to arrange yourself well well. So you go need to they reduce make it the same angle of the text. Sometimes you go want that padding, sometimes you don't go want that padding. You understand? So what you want to say, you go just like click here, this auto width, and if you click auto width, it go shrink this box to exactly the size of the text. So once you shrink them, you go see say now you don't work like that. And also for if you also do for the height, so this is not the auto height, where say if you click on, you go arrange itself for the height wise. That's what you go do. So now when we don't set that text for 16 pixels for there, make I zoom in small. Make we just say we want take this enterprise, but I want change the text, right? So make I just reduce the text or change them to normal. All right. So now I don't get my enterprise for this. So what I want also do be say I want put some kind space around this text. I go like do that. So I can put that space for here. Make I see letter spacing, and I'll make it be like 15%. Okay, that will give me this space for here. And then now when we don't get this one text, right? What we want to be say we want just make them into a nav. So how we go take down? Well, we could just like say we want group all this enterprise. We want group them into something. So you go press Ctrl G, or you go right click and select a group. But right now that group, so it will only show on group. So what you want to be say, we could just name this group. Make we name nav items. Okay, and make we enter into this nav items. And for inside this nav items, make what I want to be say instead of calling this enterprise for here, make we just call them say nav item. Then make we just put some kind numbers then for like 1, 2, 3, so that we're going to know which item we work with. So if I duplicate this, so for here, you could just press Ctrl D to duplicate the layer. Because if I do this duplicate, it help me they write the 2 for here. They help me they do 3, 4, 5. I already explained this for now. So that's why I do always try to do all those kind of tricks for them. So make we just of course duplicate this. I don't know why I cleaned them before, but make we just duplicate them again. So we'll say 1, 2, we have 3, 4, and 5. So make we done like this. So we get 5. Now this 5, what we get for here? What we want to be say we want just make I say this 2, make we pull them out. Okay, we pull them here. No matter make we day 5, whether 5 day again. Make I spread and come here small. Okay, and then make we do 4, make we put that 4 next to 5. All right, and then make we pull 3. Okay, and now we get this 2. Change the texts where we get for there. Make we just call this one solution. Okay, or solutions with the S. And then make we go this next one, make we call this one pricing. And get rid of that space. And then make we say analyst. So we go say, or analytics rather, analytics. And then make we just say we won't call this last one, make we just call them the blog for now. So we just say blog. Okay. So now we get all these menus for here, or menu items for here, right? So we get all these items. So make we just select all. So what I want to say, because we don't put them for inside this group now, we feel they move this group around. We feel they control and they move and go anywhere. We feel they duplicate even this group for here. We feel they do anything we want to do for this group for here. So now with this nav bar don't day and we don't arrange as we want make it day. We fit just make we say we want just arrange the text, because if you look at it, you can see say you know even need to arrange. We want select everything up to this last one here. Okay, we just want select the inside, all the other items except for the group, the parent element where they see for here, except for this parent element. Yes, we could call it like that. So we just want select them. Then if you look here for the side, you will click on this menu. This more option menu where they here. Okay, so if you click this option of more menu here, you go see this tidy up for here. This tidy up, wetin they do be say it go tidy up all the elements for here, all these other elements where they say 1 to 5, it go tidy them up. Also it help us they distribute them very well with equal spacings for the vertical and horizontal spacing. It help us they do like that for you. So make we click this tidy up, and this is say the text it don't arrange everything, all the menu items for us with equal spacing, everything the same angle, the same layout. None of them get wahala. Of course, if you come here self, you go see say if it even arrange everything and you no go spoil your code data, because it don't tidy them up very well for us for here. Okay, so keep in mind say all these things the way they name them now, what we go still use or still create the or still write the code or anything we want to do, you not understand. So make we move on for here. So what I go like to be say, I go like way we say we feel log into this our small app we dey work with, and even the spacing why they even see self for here. I know too they like that kind of spacing. So make we just say we want to reduce the spacing for inside here. So we go click for this nav items. Okay, and then this nav items, we want to reduce the spacing between. So we could just make all the text, make it just get like a gap of 24. Okay, and remember, this now for gap, this icon, if you they drag and here, if you they pull and here, this now for drag, you understand. So make we set down to 24 for here. So we will say 24. And if I set down the text to arrange itself, where the way I go like make it day. Now make we try add like a login or some way we say person fit log into this form. So how we go take do am? Simple. We don't already start to work with them, so we could just create the link again. So if you come here, click the T again for the text, and then make we just write login for here. So I will just say log in. Okay. Now this login, what I want to say, I want to make it show where I want make it big for the screen where you don't understand. So what I want to do say, I want to increase the font size. Now make I even add them for inside group. Make I add them for that group just for say I'll make it there like that. Make we say this could be Control G. Okay, so we could just say this login. We could put that for Control G. Then we just call this group login. I dey like put things inside group. If you don't notice, they help me to move the containers around. Like I always say, my code as boxes, and I also see my designs as boxes. So we could just say login btn. Okay, then for login button. All right, we go make sign up button also, but just wait first. Make we do the login button. So for the login button, what I want to say, I want to reduce this. Okay, and I want add like some sort of like background. I'll make it big like this. I'll make it just stand. Make the text arrange itself well for me. You know, understand? So how I want it done? Well, I could just say make it arrange for here, but make it arrange for the middle. So I'll click on for the middle. And you say now for this box, it always stay the middle. It is say for inside here. Even if you don't get any background, even if you don't get any background around them, sorry, you go see any even if you don't get any border around them. Well, if you see it they inside the middle for here. So I want that like this. So this button specifically. Now I won't put them for here, but make we increase the size of this button. You will just go the button and then make we add the font size or make we increase the font size. And I want to increase this font size to 24 again. So I'm say 24, sorry, not 42, 24. And as it reach that 24, we go click out of them. It will give us this bigger login button where we get for here. So now we're going to see the login. It go big. It go to show for them, say, see the login button for here. So now we don't get this login button and we're there happy with them, make we try duplicate this login button and then make we create another button. So, but make we not call them login button, make we call this one, make we call them the sign up button. So we say sign, let me spell something for here, sign up. Once you change that to sign up button, make we carry and come up for here. Okay. Now we will put them beside here. But this sign up button, we want to treat them very differently. So what I would like to say, I would like just create like a box. Okay. And make we create this box. I want to put this box inside the sign up button. So you go move the layer of the box into the sign up button. All right. But I want to move this layer for here, this text. I want to move it on top of the box, still inside this sign up button. I want to move them. You just say it dey inside this box, but it dey underneath. Okay. So now then I'm waiting to make them they stand out. So if I make this background for the box, if I make them, let's say I make them green, and I move this box up now, you just say now the box or the background, you don't cover the text. But no be wetin we want. We want make the text stay on top of the background, so you can move them up like that. So we could just call this one BTN BG for background button background. And then make we just wetin I go like do be say I want make the button make it a round. So what I want to be saying, I would like just click on this element for here or this layer, and then I want to make this layer, make the border radius of this layer, make it be just set down to like 50% or 50 for there. And then what I want to say, I want to give them a stroke. I go add the stroke for here for this button here. And once we add that stroke, what I want to say, I want to increase the stroke size. You see the black way there, I want to increase the stroke size. So I could say 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 go do okay for here. And make we change the color to white. So I think we get white for here. Now make we increase the size of this button. 182 go do 182, and make we set them to the height, make we set them to about 76 for here. Make we see how, make we zoom out, make I see what we get. So we get this nice button where they stand for here. And remember, say I don't show you, say if you press here, the text will arrange itself for the center of the container where you want. If you want that for the edge, you could press here. If you want that for the left side, you could for the starting or left, you could start for here. You see how? All right, you see the end, and now you see the center for here. Likewise, if you don't for here, you just press the center, it will arrange for the center. Okay, so make we move on, make we say we want to do the join, make we say for free, And remember again, what I don't teach you about the text. So we could just say, oh, okay, we want to make the text, make it no day like this. So you could just come here for this auto width, click on, and the text will arrange itself for there. So, okay, and how we they run that kind of package. All right. So now, what you want to say, we could like just I could like say, make we reduce the letter spacing, make we just reduce them before even this login self. I could like reduce them. So make we just select all the text. So then I control A to select all the text, and then make we drop that spacing for there. Okay. And then make we release lotto for here. So make we increase, make we do the same for this one for the login. I drop that percentage there. All right, we go drop them, and then make we move this container, make we move on to this side. All right, now we'll get that button there. Make we style this one. So again, we just press Alt V and Alt H. We're going to arrange the text for us for there. Then make we come on the background color. So what we want to say, this fill where they here by default, we could just click this minus to come out now. Now you get this nice outline button where they stand for here. So it just be like a ghost button, but now it's in some people color. So make I see. So make we make sure say we get the angle right, because we want what I want to be say, I want to get the kind of space where we say in this space now, if you enter here and you press Alt, you will see the spacing between this button and this nav bar is they equal. So 25, 25, 25. All right, that makes sense. Now make we just reduce the distance between this button and the other button. So make we say 36, I guess. Okay. Yes, 36 go work for there. All right, so we get this nice spacing there. And then make we just say we want to give some spacing for here. Make I see this container of items here. I want to arrange them for the middle. So make I just say want to do Alt, and then make we do vertical. So why isn't it? Okay. I don't see the mistake where we make. So I could just press Control Z to undo. And now, if you notice, say because all these elements for here, these layers, they know they inside this navigation. That's why whenever I say make it go the center, if I click something and I say, okay, make any of these containers, the login button, the sign up button, or even just this nav items right there here, if I press the middle or I press anything, it will act based on this hero section, based on the parent, then at this hero we will look for here. So always remember that. That's why they put things inside groups sometimes. So we'll just select or hold shift for my keyboard, and then I could just click all these ones up to nav bar or to nav item, and then we'll just drag them inside this navigation for here. Right. So once it's inside navigation, we feel they arrange them anyhow way we want it. In no go commot for inside this navigation. So we could come here and again back to center. So we'll go say Alt and vertical, which now V. And you see say it don't arrange itself, it don't come up for here. If I say I want horizontal, make it move for the left and right axis, because you say it just stay there. You know they come out for inside this navigation for here. So and it is accurate, 100% accurate. So make we just give us some kind of small distance. Maybe say we want give us like distance, maybe say now like 80. So make we say make I drop make we say wait they one like 80. So I could just move a bit. I dey hold Alt for my keyboard, and I dey move left or I dey move right to dey increase or to dey reduce the distance. So I just make an 80 for here. So the distance for here to here, make you see this distance. All right, 148. So this one makes sense. I dey like the distance. I like as everything done arranged. So make you just make sure say everything for here to here, it dey arranged for the center. So I just press Shift and select all the layers for there, and make we just say we want arrange them, but we want arrange them vertically from top to bottom. So you know understand. One make them dey their center for there. So you see, say now everything done dey all right. Everything look nice for this our navbar we will work with. Okay. Now make we see. Okay, yeah, everything look nice. Okay, so what you want to do? Well, I go like way we say we go like display. I don't show now how most of all these hero sections they always they be. So make we say we want just write those kind our own text. Like, and you know, say this now hero section for like a finance app or something like that. And that we just they try they do, right? So make we say we get another layer. All right. So I go just click here to make we lock this number since we don't work with and finish. That way, if we they try they move the whole by way, if they try they click on so they do anything, it no go happen, it no go spoil. You see every other thing if they move but our own, you can see they shine. So I go just press Control Z to undo all that rubbish. So then I undo, and if you do Control Y to redo, yeah, so if you press Control Y, you go redo. Then if you undo something, you go redo the other one. Some of them are going to know this already, but then I just shortcut key for most things. Okay. And then make we say we want can do make we do like something like this logo. I'm not they too happy with this logo. I go like make this logo, make it fresh more now. Make we try do something nice about now. So sorry, click here. Make we unlock the navbar. And then make we go back this logo. And inside this logo, where we just they try the hack, make we say we get something like those our circles. So we could just duplicate the circle 3 more times or 2 more times, 1, 2. We could just carry them one by one, put for their all the circles where they there. So make sure say that's red line. Make I show you. Make sure say this red where you see this red line. Make sure say all of them then they the same. Then they the same angle. That means say all of it don't align. Nothing don't change for inside of this one. So we could just select this text where we work with. Oh, make we select this one. Sorry, and then make I just not jump small. Okay, awesome. Now for inside the text, what you want to say for this text, we want to select what you want to work with. So we go say for inside this text, so make we select this one, and then we go change the text, or rather, we go change this one and two. We go change their text to white. So make we change that to white. And I think this looks a bit much better than waiting we get before. So if you see say now we get this kind of small ololo logo where we dey work with for here. So I like the way the logo be. So make we come out here and make we lock this navbar. So we don't lock the navbar, we don't lock everything inside this navbar. Means say we know if we move anything, come on for this navbar. Okay. So make we come here. And now make we add some text where we want to, right? Make we add our H1 text. Now, because we want, in case some of them don't know, heading elements now they make Google, they make Google bots to they crawl our site over to they understand what's they happen for our site, to they understand the structure of our site. Okay. Now, make we say we define make we add this text, say digital, and make we actually just reduce or change the way this text is styled itself. So make we come out that. So we could just say we want digital. And the digital what we get for here, what we go like do be say we want change the font family of this digital. So make I just change them to something like Railway, okay, or Railway, right? And yeah. So make we change down to this, and then make we just say we want make the text this semi-bold, okay. So we could just come here for the options, change down to semi-bold, and make we increase the font size to about, like we say 90 for here. Okay. Now this 90, what we want to say, we want just kind of write some more text. So make I say we want to do digital loan. So this could be like some sort of like digital loan landing page. Okay. For everybody. Okay. So we just say uh, rather for everyone. Make it say for everyone. Okay. Now, if you don't like this makes sense. I like them. Make sure say we get rid of all these paddings around. So like I teach now, just click that and it will help us come up with that box container we get, and then you go press exit to click, or you could click out of the text. Make you select this layout, and then what I want to be say, I go like create like a hero inner, like someone way they keep all the things where they inside this hero for the center for here. So I could just click them and group them. So I could say G. And for inside this group, what I want to say, make we call them hero inner. Now this hero inner, I could like make a day for here like this. So I could just like give them this kind of spacing. But the text, now they bother me. So I know I make the text day the center all the time. So make I move on for here. So what thing I could like do be say, I could like just align this for where the text, you see I could like just align a small for where that logo they start. And now where I could like align this text. So what we go do be say for this everyone, we get them as a heading. Okay. Now make we add some other text for here, and I could just add some text and say, okay, the text we defined. Make we take this kind of text, like the navbar. So I could just unlock this navbar, make a copy of, click into it, make a copy of them, and then I go click out of it, and then I'll come click inside this layout. I'll come paste the text inside. So once I paste them, it is inside this my layout. So we won't go, like I say, I won't go this side. So you could just, if you define dummy text, you get what they call lorem ipsum. If you don't know, if you find that lorem ipsum, or if you just even come into Figma here and click on this resources here, this resources button here, and then you go click plugin. Okay, once you click plugin, you go fit search for the plugin we define. So the plugin we define for here now, lorem. Okay, now I define something like lorem ipsum. Something we say lorem, and then make we just find ipsum. Okay. Now, if you say we define lorem ipsum, you go fit add lorem ipsum into your design. Okay, so no need for you to distress yourself. You get many lorem ipsum apps and plugins where if you use, where if you add for inside. If you see how many people don't download this plugin, if you say here now like what 30,000 people don't download them, 30 plus, and here now about 450 something thousand people we don't download them. So maybe we just go for this one just because say people don't download them. So say if you don't pay or say not good plugin way be. So here this plugin will just tell us say most of them be like this. They will just say, oh, where you want to begin your text and how many sentences you want and those kind of things. So we could just say, oh, okay, we could just say we want um like I say we want a sentence of 5, so we could just generate that. And this is say now it don't help us generate this long text where we get for here. I could just clean them up, so make we zoom in and then make we clean this text up. So press down. Okay, cool. Now make we click on the T and then make we add the text where we defined. So for this text, I could like just add my own lorem. So we could click for here to put down for the middle. And then all right, so now if we add our lorem ipsum. So to add this plugin, I could just press Control P on my keyboard, and then I could just say I want lorem. Okay. Now, if I do that lorem for here, it will give me this lorem where we see for here. So I will just press enter and it will help me launch the plugin again. So what do we define? Well, we could just find a few words. So we just say we defined like let's say 20 words. So we'll say 20 and then we could change the sentence to words instead rather. And then we could just select generate. All right. So if we select them, you see say now we get all this amount of word. Now, what I could even like show now, we say if you even auto-generate this text, so if you just press Ctrl P, lorem, and then for here, instead of words or something like that, I could just click this auto-generate. Now it could let me fill out the remaining text with the where we need for here. And it's say fill them up to here for me. And then if you just clean the text. So that's something where they always like they do once for here. So make I just clean that text. Make we reduce this box a bit. So I could just pull them here up to like somewhere like here could do. Make I see the screen and then make we just kind of design this text. So what we could like do is say, I could like just call this some kind text. So I could just say, make we change the style of this text. So instead of this bold where we get for here or 16, make we make them 20. All right, let's see. And then I could like just come out the spacing. So reset them back to 0 and make we see, make we again change the so here you just see we get the space for the bottom. So instead of pressing this auto width, we go help us scatter the text. We don't want that. We want the one we go help us cut this thing. I feel just of course use the mouse, they drag and drop, but it did faster if it is keyboard or you just click the button. So just click the height for there and it don't help me arrange everything I want just the way I like it. So waiting again, I would like to be say I would like just create this sort of like space for on top of so the line height. So I could just say, make the line height, make me set now for 5 for here. Okay. Now make I come back here, click on, and this is say we get this line height. We just stand for here for us. Okay. So what I'm gonna like do be say, I go like make we, change a few text just to make them look nice. I'll just say live. Because now if someone you work with, just make it just really small for our eyes. Maybe say now by force to change the text. And yeah, make I see. Okay, so make we see as the demo they be. Make we try add some call to actions or CTA as we see before. So we could just say we want the CTA. Now the CTA, we just want to create like a button. Make we give them some text first. So make we say we define button, we get text. So we could just zoom in and add that text we define. So the text we define now, we could say somehow where people feel just maybe apply now for this our app. So and then make we change the button text from to the formal one where we use which now rally and then as a day like this, so make we say I did look the text, but I go like make the text the semi-bold for here. Now I go like make the text be for here. Make we fix this issue. So go fix so we don't want any spacing or any margin or padding rather around the text. And then make we just say we want to change the background color. By the way, all these ones where they see here for the hero inner, they're supposed to enter into the hero inner. So make I just select all and dump them inside the hero inner. So now all these text you see say they no go config commot out of the hero inner again. Okay. Now we they do the call to action. So make we just call this apply button. Make we just call them CTA1. Okay. So we go first wrap up in a group and then Control G to group up, and then we'll just call them CTA1. Okay. Now this CTA make we call them the CTA main rather instead of one CTA main one. And now where the text they inside here, make we just align them. So I could just say, so this could give me that perfect alignment for the top, for the bottom. If you check this text for here, because you say the thing it dey well aligned and nothing don't break for here. Okay, so we'll just say make we start the style this rectangle button for here. I just want to change the color, make we use that our green color, but we don't dey use this. And I go also like make we change the text color, because if you look at this green, no, they sit well on top this black, right? You see, people don't go to see this text, you don't understand. So what I want to say, I want just increase the uh color, the contrast. So I could just say make it be white for here. Okay, now wait, I don't say down, make we go back into this layer here, make we rename them. Even I never rename them, so make we just call them btn bg again. And make we say this BG, we want to increase the border radius. So make we just give them like 15 for the border radius for there. As we don't set down to 15, I would like increase the width and the height, or just the, make I say the width for this button. So we just say 200. And then make we align this text that I apply now. Make we align this layer for the center. So I could say Alt H, and I could keep on for the center. And also just to verify, if you do Alt V, and just to make sure say our apply now they sit down where we want to make it day for us. Okay. So now when we get this button for here, make we just say we want to create a duplicate. And this duplicate one, I could just say, okay, make we arrange them, make we give them some space in between them. So I could just click there and say I want to give some kind of space in between these two. So make we drag this BTN2 inside here. And then make we say we want some space in between. So we could just move that one once. And now, since we don't make this kind button, make we just say we want to call the use, or we want to change the text to use estimator. And make we just arrange the text for the center. So escape and click for there. That will help us arrange the text. And now, what I want to do is say I want to change the background color. So first of all, I could like put a stroke. I could like increase them to like 2, right? 2 go do. And I go like change the color. So change color to white, and then make we come out this green. So I feel hide the green, or I feel come out the green. It not to matter. All that matters we say I give them that color where I want. So I will just put them there again, back to that color, and then make we hide that green. So it be like say it get the kind green way different for here, way I supposed to they use. But make we see, make we try fix that. The green I want to use like the green where I define. Now the green will be like this top for here, make I see. Okay, I don't open here, so make I unlock this one, make we go to logo, make I see which color of green be this, and make I change the screen to 7, make I change this 9 to 0. Okay, so that even though not just one, it they much better to the work with that. So we can compare and then change this 0. Okay, green don't change, so I like the shade of green pass. We get our text for here. We get the distance also, which they well aligned. But the way all of them take arrange, I know to like them. So make we click there, make we go into the inner section, which I just decide, right? Remember saying I just say we work with where for here. So if you just say the button will be well aligned, so make I just say I want to make the buttons stay into one group. So I could just say, make I call this one CTAs. Okay, and now the buttons go there inside one group like this. And then this text for here, make we just arrange this text, make we put them inside something. So I could just say for here, and then the city is for here. And we kind of get that small space for there. I would like to reduce the space for here between these two elements. Now it's not going to like do between these two elements. I want to reduce the space, make them to like 16. And then I could like just increase the space from here, or reduce them. So let's say make this one be like, we could take like 30 for here. So fine, yeah, this makes sense. I like the spacing where we get for here. One thing I want to say, all right, I could like just create some sort of thing to the show for here. And I need those elements. So how I want to get all those kind of elements? I would like if you put anything we want, if you put picture, they put anything we want. But if you notice all of those designs we see, they always get this nice image. So what thing I don't do be say I don't find one resource. So you could just need go into here, into the Figma community. Figma they always auto save. If you just press save, you go help us save the file. Remember to click in, you go help us save the file, or it is save automatically for us. If they use the browser or they use your laptop, the downloaded Figma is still work nice for us for them. So make we go into the community. That's what I would like make we do. Make we go into the Figma community. So we just say we want to go back and make we come to community for here. And once you come to community, make we search for something. Make we search for 3D crypto, not crypto, crypto. 3D crypto icons. Okay, so go say icons. And make I see, yeah. So make you check this one. I see. Yeah, so this is what I look for. And for this Figma community, this guy, we don't make this thing, this Sanchit by Judge, he don't help me make this file or these icons where he give to the Figma community for free. And this is the things we say some people they charge money on the internet to give you these resources or this kind of thing. So thank you, Figma. Thank you, Sanchit for and every other person for the community. You guys are the bomb. And what you want to be saying, one click this get copy. And make sure don't forget to like that for there. Okay. So now Figma go come give us our own copy of this design for here. So we'll leave this tab open for now. And then make we just go here and say we want to go back into our Figma dashboard. Like we want to go back into our Figma page. Now, if you look inside the Figma page, you will see we get the design and we get this copied file. That means we don't get our own copy of them. So make you come here and then make you click on. Now, for inside the design where we did before, we could just say we want to collect some icons from here. So you could come here inside the pages. Pages now where we say now place where we say all the things they stand, all the icons, they all the if you get different pages where we say you want to make people they see, you want to make people know they see. Maybe if you get page for logged in users, or if you get pages for users when they logged in, different designs and all those kind of things, now you got to do. Or if you they put your resources in different places, then now it's in the pages they help us to do. So make we just come here. And instead of if you read the welcome, we could just click here for the icons, okay? And here, if you see all the icons where our good friend don't help us make for here, okay? So now what we do is say we could just copy all these icons for the ones where we want. If you copy everything for here, put inside our project. For me, I would just say make we copy them one by one. So I could just copy this Bitcoin, okay? And I could also like just copy this avalanche. So I could hold shift on my keyboard and I go just put your hand on shift Bitcoin avalanche. Make we take this Binance and then make we take this Ethereum. So we just take only these four icons. I like their color. I like the way they look like this. It be like ice cream, like make a lick down. So if we come here into this design, we just come here and what you want to do is say we want to paste them into this hero section. All right. Or in fact, if we paste them here, it will big too much. So make we try. Make we paste them, it no matter. As long as we paste them inside this our project, nine matter pass. So I could just paste them out of my project and see a big where it just big anyhow for here. So make we just bring them together. And so we bring them together on 1, 2, 3. And then make we just reduce, of course, the Ethereum said they there. Okay, bring them here. And then make we just reduce the size. So I could just click all these icons for here, the images, and I could just drop their sizes together. Hold shift for your keyboard so that it go, if you hold shift, it go make sure say the size of the icons they go they equal. If you know hold shift, it go bend the whole thing for you and everything go they go one kind, go they big, it go they show well, you know understand. So if you want to do like that, you're supposed to do the right thing. So hold shift so that it go they fix. Sometimes if you don't do that one, then when you don't small reach the size where you want, I could just carry and put inside my hero app here or we will build. So we could just come here. And again, if you see reduce them, just so we go get that this control over them, and then make we see which design or how we even add them to our design for here. So first of all, make we group everything together. So you will select all and go group them, Control G, and then we could just call this icons. Okay, and we just call this group icons. All right. Now these icons make we arrange them in a nice way. So I don't know if you understand this game before. We call them SNES back then or PlayStation and all these game controllers. But when they look them, they carry this kind of color. So they like that kind of color. Make we say we want come start with the Bitcoin, right? So what I want to be say, I want to just get this Bitcoin icon for like here. I go like arrange them like this. So and then make we carry this one come put for here. Okay. So I just want to arrange them like this, make it stand. And make we carry the Ethereum, make we put that one safe. I like this Ethereum. Very, very nice color. And then we could carry this Binance. And we could just say, okay, we want to make the Binance day. Somehow, make the Binance day like here. Like if you see them, you will not say a Binance. So we could make it like this. And waiting again, we could like do so you see this Bitcoin and you see all these icons. Make it say make it expand them. So we just come this icon box. You know, remember I say we don't group everything inside this icon group. So we just say, okay, well, for inside this group, make we expand everything. So we just pull them out, hold control, hold shift, and we just pull them out. I see say it will grow with the page where as we like make it grow with the page, right? I want to make it big where I want to make it take the attention of anybody who come this site. So I could just make them big and make we move them a bit to the top for here. You know, also want them too big for here. You want them keep some padding or spacing. And you also want them out of the range, all right? You want them like in between. You want to create this invisible box. We could do here like that. Now I'm waiting to try to think. And like say it makes sense like this. Okay, I like it like this. I believe it makes sense like this. Make this Ethereum, make it come front, or rather this avalanche, make it come front, and make it day here, and make I just carry this Ethereum and this avalanche. I like move them up. So now you get all these icons we just sit down on top each other. So all these icons I could just carry and put for inside this hero inner. So you see say all our CTAs, all our buttons, then they here, our icons, then they here, and of course the text we refined and title understand a day here. Okay. So if you rename this also title and all that, all those things will help you in future. So make we say we want to create some sort of elements for here. Make we try create like make we do like a card. So make we draw the card. And this card, I don't make it day too big, make it day too small. I want like make it be three, and make it be equal three cards. I make it get this kind of spacing, make it not too day arrange everything, just they sit down for the middle. I want make it day here. You can get the small, much space out of this side. You understand? So make we do it like this. Yeah, I think this area go good, and make we change the color. So the first thing we will do is say make we change that color. So we change this color to, I want to change color to something like the header. So like this menu for here. So I will click that color picker and then go click that one. So we get this background color for you. But instead of that, make we use like a linear gradient. So I'll click this solid way they see for here. I want to make them to linear gradient. So I will just click that linear gradient for here. And if I click that linear gradient, you can see say we get this lightish color, make them darkish. Okay, so because what I want to say, I want to make that linear gradient, make it up in game small, make we see them small. So if you just increase the color to like make we say 10% here, which is not bad. I like them. But what I want to be saying, I'll make the color, this dark color. I want this blue color. I'll make it very dark. I'll make it dark well for me. So make I see this blue color. Wetin I go like do be say make it day like this for now. I believe say this color day alright, but make we increase the style, make we move this here and make we pull this. Yeah, so this now wetin I define something like this. So if you just kind of make the color, make it stand small, make it fade come up for here. Then I will really try to do with this linear gradient for here. What I want to do again be say I go like just add some text. So we just click here and let's just add some dummy text. Maybe say if they work with, so I could just say this text for here na technology. Make we add that text for there. If we duplicate this a couple of times and then we will work with those texts. So before we start to do any of those things, make I just say I want to create a section. Make we group these two together. And if I press, sorry, let's press this two and group that together. Control D, no, Control G, and that go help us group them. So make we just call this stats, okay? And this stats make we just put the number one by that stats for there because now I'm going to work with. So we go duplicate them and then we go kind of make different designs from this one element where we get for here. So make we just say we want to click there and then duplicate this text again a couple of times just for the sake of duplication. But what I would like to say, I want to do in a nicer way. I would like to name everything as a card. All right. So first here, make we say we want to make we call this a card. But we'll call a card BG, not NG, BG. And make we call this one, make we say this could be like the card heading tag, this technology where they look. So we'll call this the card type. And make we create another one. Make we call this one card blob. Make we create another one, another text. Make we put that one like here. Make we call this one something like title because we're gonna need something like a title. So we just say card title. Okay. And what else again we're gonna need? We're gonna need some other kind of small text. We're gonna want to do for the body, right? Like we want some text, make it show for like here. Maybe say we go fit this see. So make we say we want to duplicate another one and make we just call this body. Of course, this one could be smaller text, so we could just say add title to add body. Okay, this is not just to the help our designer and to the help us if now we go code this design out. It go to help us to the know waiting we want call these classes or elements, waiting we want to call them if they use React, we say waiting we want call these components. You understand? All those kind of things language they try to do with these classes and with this naming convention what they use for here. So we just say now these classes will get or this text we get for here, we go say we want make we change this text to something. So remember, say we fit just do lorem ipsum, but we'll go get to that in a bit. But make we say we want change this text. So this technology when they look at, it they too big, just dey take up a lot of the space. So make we set down to about 16 pixels first. Okay. And then make we make sure say he arrange himself auto width. And then make wetin I want to say, I want give am some sort of like space. So make we say we want give am like 10% space. And that will help us get this technology here. But the way I write this technology like this, I don't know if you can see, my eyes they do not one kind. So I could like say we could change that technology to something like this now. So now we get this kind of styling for here. Will make sense. Will make sense. I like it. Make sense here for here. Make we scroll down small. So we could just say we want to do something for here. Make we put some spacing. I go like when we put small spacing for here. So let's make we say we get this technology for here. It make a lot of sense. So make we say we want even get something like make we say what we call her. Make we call this blob. This blob. Make we just say this blob will just be something like design. Okay. Design. Okay. And this design make we reduce the width, so auto width, and then make we reduce the size. So we want some kind size, but when you reduce the size where want make the size small where you know understand. Make we reduce the size to about 16. All right. Now it's they about 16 for here. Now when you say big for your eyes, oh, if you look out, it's still small past all the other text we get for here, so no worry. So just want them like this. And what we go do be say we go like leave this design like this. I actually like them like this. So make it zoom out, make it come this next text for here. So this next text, what I go like say, since we dey use Figma, we can just call it Figma. But here, I want make the design, make the text, make it date different. So I go say, okay, oh, this Figma, I go highlight them, then go change the text to railway. So we say or railway, waiting the column, not their business. So when we done like this, we go just set them to about 40. Okay, so because we want to make it big for us. All right. And of course, I don't show now say we set the auto width for here. Of course, so when we set the auto width, make we come out this line height for here, set that to 0 for us. I'm saying we not set the remaining line height to so make we set the remaining line height to 0. Set this one to 0 so that we no go distress with time in future. Make we set this Figma to make it arrange itself back to this same angle for here. So what you want to say, one arrange side by side besides this technology. So once you hit that line, Figma go even help us stop and for there, make you know to pass. If you move and pass that one, then you go move. But the idea is say once it snap, they call it snap. You see, it is snap by itself. Now it is snap based on waiting it is see for the sides for here. So thank you, Figma, for that. But make we say one just know the distance between this technology and this Figma. Make we say we want make the distance be like make we say like 18 for here. All right. So make I see, yeah, 18 gonna make sense. So if we done like this now, what I want to be saying, we go like just add that text will be fine. So this text now what we want add for here, I'm gonna just pull them out up to here. And then make we pull this text down small. Okay. So we kind of get this text for here. But what we want to do is say we want to do the lorem ipsum. So to do that lorem ipsum, we'll press Ctrl P again for the palette. Then we just say you want to run the lorem ipsum. It will help us run the lorem ipsum plugin for us. And this plugin, we could just say, okay, we want to make it auto-generate the text for us. And you say it don't help us generate this text up to here for here. So if you, of course, if you just say, okay, now you want just, clean this text. So if you just clean here, I want to do the rounded borders for here. And so we go click into the background, right? Or into the card for here. And then if you do that, it will affect all these elements for here. So you don't want that. We want to affect only the background. So we just say, okay, this background, we want to affect only the background border radius. And this background border radius, we want to set them to 30. So if you pull them, if you click and drag them, if you just type in 30, or make I like type them, so we just say 30. And if you do like this, make you see. All right, awesome. Okay, reduce that to about 6 for there, and that will make sense for us. So if you look at now, you just say now everything don't they take shape small sharp. So make we try fix this as color with there because it be like say the color get as it be for my eyes, they a bit different. So we can go say make we look this color for here, make we fix the gradient. I'll click that gradient, click into the background color, and then make we click this color. So what I want to be say, I go like just reduce this color a bit. And what I want to be say, I go like just maybe pull this down a bit. Okay. So we will get more dark blue for here. All right. And then make we just move this here. So now you got a fade for the top. Because if I move them here like this is a it don't they fade, they show again. So we want to show that kind of box but we want make it a fade for the bottom, make it a fade small small for there, like this. So just press D for done. And you just say now everything done set for us for here. So make we say we want close even this card for here. But what I go like do say I go like just add text. Let me say that text if you just use that like link, right? But I'm not today happy with the size of this my box where I work with for here. So make I say we want just maybe increase them by 10. So I could just say hold shift and move up. So I could just move that one up small to by 10. Okay. And make I say I want just increase the size. So if you just say 250, so make I say 250 for here. And yes, so now that will increase the width and that will increase the height for me. So now we work with something much better. We'd say we feel they add more elements to them because if you check out, you see get that much space, right? So make we say, oh sorry, make we say we want just arrange them with that space, that padding will be defined. Now make we add the link where we find. So we define something like some sort of like link, right? And the link, how would take down? Well, we could just come here, make we say we want to create like a link. So we just say text, or even instead of the text, if you just say we want just duplicate this our text from here. So we just duplicate this text type, sorry. And make we bring that here. And for here, what I want to say, make we move them up here. The layer, make it be view, okay? And I will just say case study. So we can just use Figma as a case study, all right? Where this our app just do some things with Figma, okay? And make we done like that, and then make we just say this view case study. We don't like as it be. We want make it show something nicer. We want make it not they full too bold into our face. So make it just set down to black the color, and then leave the size as is. But what we want to be say we want comot this letter spacing and set that to 0. And once you set that to 0, what you want also do be say, want just remove the case. So instead of using this uppercase, I want just set down to title case. Then they say all the first letter of them go get uppercase. So we'll set down to that title case for them. And you see now we get this study button for here. Okay. But if you look at okay, escape that. And if we align them, awesome. I'll make the distance of the link, make it the top. I could say this link, like I see 33. Yeah. So this kind of distance, it they okay. So if you check out, we call it hierarchy. And this hierarchy just they show say it they well aligned, everything no they jumble together. So this not is web say you go they learn with practice, but when you they look other people design, you can't understand why because you want you can't understand what you want make people see whenever they look your code for or they look your design rather for the website we work with. Another thing where for even like showing now, say you feel rotate elements. So and I want just kind of rotate the whole thing for here. So I could just come this icon. If you just first rotate one icon, make we see RCB. So let's say we want to rotate this Ethereum. So if you look this Ethereum, maybe say we want bend and small. So I could just say, okay, this Ethereum, I want bend and small. So you could carry your mouse put for here. You see this where this the you see where the arrow come bend like this. This now the rotate. Let me say one roller. So if I do it like this, you go see say don't they roll, they roll, and this now our Ethereum roll. So if you done like this now, you will see say, oh, okay, oh, you get this Ethereum. But also if you even do them with the angle, so if you just they reduce the angle for here, you go they rotate them back to where you want make it day. So those are the little things we will think for our coding, okay, or for our design. I don't know why they always call them coding today, but we could just set them for 0 because now what we want to do, okay. So make we say we want to go back into the card, then adjust distraction. Okay, I want to add like an icon just to show say if you click here and it will carry us go where we want to go. So of course, if you go online, download icon, copy the icon, paste the icon inside here, it will work for you. Nice, nobody will disturb your life. However, the way you go like to do and be say you go like just go to plugin. So you go use the palette again, then you just type in plugin, okay? And the plugin where you define, say you go just come here like this, find new plugins, or if you just click this side for here, make we find this icon plugin. So you can just type icon, and I define iconify, okay? Iconify. Now this iconify, I like them because they give me all the icons for all the other icons where I need. For any icon, they pack all of them. They give me from the iconify API. So any icon, if I define material icon, if I define emoji, social media icons, if I define font awesome icons, if I define bootstrap icons, if I define, clarity icons, pixel icons, all sorts of icons, they bring the icons for me as they update this one self, they give me all those icons. So which icon we define? Well, we could just say we defined the right arrow. okay, and I search for that right arrow. So we'll just look for any of the right arrows where we like, where if it do the job for us. So make we just choose, make we choose this one, okay. So I could just choose this icon over here. Once I click on for this plugin, it will give me access to put the icon where I want. So if you come here, you go add the icon to this hero section or to the status section, the status box. So now what we want, but what I would like to say, I want to make this type. Sorry, make I minimize that. What I want to say, I want make this case study, make it be linked, so make it there in own group with the icon. So I could just press Ctrl G, and this group for here, I could just say this now card link. So I could say card link. Okay. Now this card link, it could get text and it could get icon. So if you go back into the plugin, so click on the show plugin. What you want to do is say we want to add them to the card link, not before inside the all this. So you go look the layer where you want to paste your icon. And if you put the color where you want, so I want to set the color for here to color, make I find them white. No, this could be white. So if I click on here to white, it no go show now. Maybe I just leave one for yellow first for now. So next time I'm not going to stress myself. And then you go just click import if you import them as a component or if you import the code, but we'll just click import. And of course, if you close them or if you minimize them, so make we minimize them in case we need them for next time. But make we see. We could drop and move them anywhere we want and you can see what's the same. So now we get an icon for them. We could just change the color to the same color of the icon we used before, which are the white. We could just say or the text, which will be white. And then make we so make we say this is our icon. We want make it be equal icon. We want make it be equal size. So make we see this icon, how it be, make we see. So yes, we get our icon. It is show for us. Nice, nice. Actually, I would like make this arrow day longer. And I know to like as a high. Make I see if we change this icon. Make I see, is there any other nice icon? Make I see. So none of the one we will use. Yeah, I like this icon. So make we say this one. All right. And make I just paste down inside our stats for here. But one paste down inside, not stats, one paste down inside our card link. So we just go there and insert that icon. So now the icon will be there. And make we delete the size of the other one. Of course, we could drag, we could drag the vector out of than the icon itself or the SVG. Click on, if you just reduce the size, the color, change the color, and then reduce the size to 21. If we done like this, like we say we want to align now for the place we're supposed to be, check here. Okay, like we check the distance between them. It is fine. You know, they too big and offensive anyhow. You get as it be, get as it arrange itself. I don't know if you have noticed that, but so it is to say now we get this icon and everything done there as we expect make it day. All right. So as we get this design here for this card, waiting we go like do be say, make I arrange this a bit more. My eyes they do me one kind for here. So make I just move this small down. This is better. So if you check out. Okay, cool. So you see now the thing don't set our card, it don't make sense for us for here. We go like duplicate them. So make it duplicate them too. Okay, make it drag and come out. And make it duplicate them again. 3. And you just say we get 3 cards for here. Then these 3 cards, make we just align them, arrange them where we're together around each other. And what you want to do. So I could just like group all of them inside one group. So I could just press Control as they are selected and G. And then we could just call this status cards. Okay, so this go group all of them together and make we see. And then we want a line up for the center. So I will just press Alt and horizontal center. So it will center the whole card for the center. And if you look the spacing for here, then they equal. Now, I like this our card and design like this. But one thing why I go like do be say, I go like just change some things around. You know, so we don't already started to work with this green for here and green for here. Make we see whether we even change this card to something like green. So make we come here and then make we click here. And then make we say we want to use this green with it here. And voila, we get this nice looking green gradient with it here. Where it come from this, it even resemble this our icon with it here, right? This our Bitcoin with it here. So you get this green with the shine, with the show, refresh, where it make sense. So make we change the remaining text for here instead of just writing Figma. I could just fast forward this video. So now, when we don't get all these 3 cards for here, I don't like as they sit for here. Maybe we just try touch some things up. Maybe we try fix those bugs. So if you look here, I don't like this text where we get for here, the body text. So what if we do be say, if we just select all the other body text, And then we go just reduce their sizes. Okay, so we just click here, body text for this one, for stats one. Then you hold Control, and then you go click the other body text. Then go scroll up again to the next one and go click the body text. So this one goes target all these body text where they here. Okay. Now, what you want to be say, we want to reduce the font size, and the font size we define as 16. Okay, and as we don't set the font size to 16 for here, all the text it could come small. So one way where if you even preview your design, now say you want to go display section for here. So if you click display, you will see say you could see your design and how your design be. If you cross check them, if you even carry this design, if you even share them with your team. So make we see as be. So if you come this site, and so the site could be on the real life, it could be like this. And if you scroll down, but you see say this black, they look at this black, get as it be. So make we reduce this icon small. Make we just reduce them small. Let me go back here into Figma. Hold Shift for your keyboard. And we just reduce the size to about, I think 7. Make I reduce some 700. So I want to give a bit space for here from the top to the bottom. I want to make that space there. Now make the space also there from here, from this top here to this text here. Make space there that side. So we can try the preview again. And this is a now our hero section styling be this. So this is a now you don't arrange itself. But for now, that's all we need to learn. I will see you now for the next video. Thank you.